Good morning to everyone. I am going to be discuss on the topic validation from the unit 2. What is validation? It is a type of testing. However, some errors may remain undetected and the greater cost for correcting it. There are numbers of the errors are possible to occur, but the most common errors are to be classified into 4 types that are to be displayed on the screen. However, mostly errors are arising due to wrong designing, wrong analysis, incorrect designing or incorrect analysis or wrong source code. So there are the numbers of the reasons errors may be reflected in the software. The validation aim, the purpose is to be uncover errors. Every end of the phase, a software is not be developed in a single activity, in a single phase. In the previous sessions, I discussed about a software which developed and it has to be used different phases including investigation, analysis, designing, testing. Last one is maintenance. Every end of the phase, the validation testing is possible. However, in the first phase, in the analysis phase, the analyst gathered data from the user and the analyst gathered data from the system, existing system. After that, these data are recorded. These data are specified in the SRS. In this diagram, look on the screen. The diagram is specified, is illustrate the first phase in the analysis. Next is specification. At the end of this phase, the validation. Right? In the analysis phase, the data are gathered from the user and the existing system. These data are to be specified in the document, in the SRS document, right? And the specified SRS documents is to be investigated in the validation phase. It check whether the document is satisfied to build a system. The document is sufficient. The amount of data is sufficient. It check whether the amount of information, the tools is sufficient to build a high quality system or not. And in this phase, the analyst check whether the gathered information from the user is possible to satisfied to the user or not. If it is unsatisfied, so there is an error. So this error may be uncovered. Until it uncovered, it will not be accepted by the analyst. The validation should focus on uncovering these types of errors. These errors are arise due to not represented user needs accurately in the system. Earlier I said that many different types of errors are possible, but the most common errors that occur can be classified into 4 types that are to be displayed on the screen. Right? So these errors are omission types of errors, inconsistency errors, incorrect fact errors, ambiguous errors. Right? We will be discussed one by one. The omission types of errors. It is a common error that some user requirements not included in the system. It is a validation. It is an important question frequently asked in the semester examinations. So you have to be note it down. You have to be prepared for this. Okay, we come to the point. Omission types of errors. It is a common error. Some user requirements, some demands of the user, some needs of the user that are not represented in the system. For that, these types of errors reflected in the system. For example, a user may be required a printer service or a scanner service or a audio and video service, but the analyst may be forget or may the developer may be forget, right, during the development of the system. Therefore, such types of errors reflected on the screen, reflected on the system, right. So here there is a difference between the analyst and the developer. The developer is a programmer to develop a system, but the analyst is a person who gathered the information from the user and the system. These informations are recorded in the SRS documents for to develop a new system. Right? Here, omission types of errors usually reflected that the user requirement is not be recorded in the system. Okay, shall we go to the next point? Incorrect fact errors. Usually, All the requirements of the user may be recorded in the system, but errors may be reflected in the system. However, the demand of the user, the needs of the user is different. The recorded requirements and needs is different. For example, the demands of the user color is different. For example, the user demand light green, but the developer add the background color on this for the screen is dark green. Therefore, the user is unsatisfied with the system, is not happy with the system. So, the developer has to responsibility to uncover such errors. We go to the next topic, inconsistency. Some requirements recorded multiple times in the system and they do the same task. However, in the small system which required less numbers of requirements, less numbers of demands, less numbers of user needs, therefore there is a minimum possibilities to be reflected errors. But in the large system, it required more numbers of informations, more numbers of data, huge numbers of user needs. Therefore, the large amount of informations, there is a possibility to be occur more numbers of errors, right? And some data, some requirements may be repeated, right? Inconsistency is a process to avoid, to become, to avoid multiple requirements and to record the requirements only once. However, some requirements may be recorded in the system multiple times. Therefore, the user may not be satisfied, or it increasing the weightage of the system, right? It may be confusions to the user during operating the system. Therefore, the user may not be happy with the system. Inconsistency is a problem. There are some requirements may be reflected multiple times in the system and they also do the same task. Such types of errors is to be correct by the developer. Okay, shall we go to the next point? Ambiguous. It is also a problem. It is a error. The requirement that have multiple meaning. The meaning is not unique. However, in a large system, there are numbers of requirements are available. These requirements have a meaning, but some requirements have multiple meanings. Therefore, the user may be confusion to operate, to interact with that requirement. Right? Therefore, a requirement which have only one meaning, the requirement meaning is unique. Such types of errors may be reflected in the system. The developer must be correct those errors. The aim of the validation is focus on uncovering these types of errors. Right? Validation is a type of testing. It checks whether the system is meet the user requirement or not. Usually, these types of errors may be occur due to misunderstanding of the requirements or forget some requirements during the development, or the requirements may be required greater cost to correct it. Hence, there are many types of errors are possible, but we discussed here most common 4 types of errors. You look on the screen, there are 2 projects which is represented in the tables. So here in the first project, which have 4 types of errors are reflected, and the second project, same 4 types of errors are reflected, but the rate is the percentage rate is different. So there is a variations, the error variations between them. Here in the first project, total 100% of errors. So similarly in the second project, total 100% of errors are reflected, right? But in the omission types of error, in the first project is 26%, but in the second project is 33%. It is clear all the project will not be get the same percentage of same types of errors. If the same types of the errors may not have the same percentage, same types of errors are reflected in the both project, right? Omission types of errors 26% for the first project, and omission types of errors in the second project 33%. So there is a variations between them, right? but in the first project, incorrect factor errors which is 10%, but in the second project, incorrect factor errors which is 49%. Okay, so the errors may be vary project to project. The same type of errors may be reflected in the both project, in the all project, but the rate, the percentage of the errors may be different, right? So here in the third category, which is inconsistency errors, both the project will get the inconsistency errors, but the errors or variations, okay, 38% for the first project, for the second project 13%, just 13%, 1 3, right? So 38% and 1 3. In the inconsistency error is more in the first project, but in the inconsistency error is less in the second project. The last one, ambiguous errors, which is 26% in the first project and 5% in the second project. So the ambiguous errors is very less in the second project, whereas in the first project it is very high, right? Right. So same types of the errors, omission types errors, incorrect factor errors, inconsistency errors, ambiguous errors, and many other errors may be reflected in the all project, but the percentage of each types of errors is different, right? The percentage of each types of errors may be different, right? So here the validation should focus and uncover all types of errors. So validation is a type of testing which done at the end of every phase, right? So here analysis, specification at the end of the validations which will be performed, and it is find the error and correct the errors. However, in this phase, the analyst find the error and correct those errors, whereas in the testing, the validation is available. In the testing phase, the programmer is find the programming errors and correct those errors. Similarly, verifications, which is verifications is a type of testing which will be done at the end of the project. It is used to verify and check whether the project needs, the user needs, it is accurately represented or not. That is, the verifications is a type of testing which also used to check whether the user requirements is meet, or the user requirements is fulfilled or not, right? So about the topics we will be discussed in the next sessions. Before, I would like to say we will be meet in the next class with a new topic. Thank you very much.